Hey everyone, so in today's video, I want to talk about two devices that I'm using as external wallets, the Ledger and the Trezor. I'm using them both. I'm using them both because I want to distribute my coins into those two different wallets. And I wanted to show you the pros and cons and which one I would buy again if I had to buy them again. So I want to start with the buttons. So this is my Ledger Nano. And as you can see, it has a couple of buttons here. You need to interact with these buttons to give it some instructions for approval of some transactions, etc. And I find them a bit small. However, if I show you the Trezor buttons, you can see they are a bit larger. So I prefer the larger buttons for my fingers. The next thing I want to show you is the cables. So this is the cable, for example, that came with the Trezor. As you can see, this is USB-C to USB-C. And if I show you the Ledger instead, this goes from USB-A to USB-C. Obviously, it depends on your computer. In my case, I'm using a laptop that only has USB-Cs. If I only have to use one of the devices, I use this one because it goes from C to C. But sometimes I want to transfer from from the Ledger to the Trezor. And so what I need to do is I have a dongle that has the USB-A type, and I need to connect this one of the Ledger to the dongle and then this one directly into my computer. So it's not a big issue, but I prefer to have the USB-C cables. One of the things that I like about the Trezor also is it comes with this seal. The Ledger didn't come with any seals, and this seal basically it was this this layer that protected the connection itself, and it tells you that if it's tampered with, then you shouldn't trust it because I don't know. I bought this one. Ideally when it came from the store originally, this is all okay, but at least this one has this layer of protection that tells you that it has not been tampered with. I like that. If I show you the screens, you will see that this one on the Trezor is a bit larger than the screen on the Ledger. And although the screen is a bit larger, it doesn't really matter because what you do inside the screen, it's the same size. So the buttons, or sorry, the numbers inside are the same. And when you have to move around, it's pretty much the same. So in this case, both are equal and have, the screen may be larger, but what you do inside is the same thing. The main difference for me between these two devices is the UI. I love the UI of the Ledger. I'll show it to you now. However, the UI of the Trezor is very simple and doesn't provide as much functionality as the Ledger one. So let me show you the UIs. So this is the UI of the Trezor Safe 3. And as I was saying, it's very simplistic. There is not much here to do. You can add additional coins. You just come here and you can add some additional coins if you want. You go out to the dashboard. Um, it just basically it's a dashboard where you can see the coins that you have. In this case, I have Bitcoin and XRP. You can see the latest price and how much it's changed over the 7 past days. You can go into activity. It doesn't offer too much here, and then you can change some settings. And what I like is this option here that allows me to hide the balances as I'm doing right now. You can buy and you can sell and you can swap into a different coins if you want. So that's pretty much it. That's the Trezor. Let's change to Ledger. This is the UI, what they call Ledger Live for the device. And as you can see, we have many more options on the left-hand side. And this is one of the reasons why I like the Ledger so much. You can see your portfolio. It also allows me to hide the balance with this button here. You can buy and sell, you can swap the cryptos, and you can earn also going into this section here by doing some other things with your coins. It gives you also some information into the markets, and you can see the different accounts you have. And then they also have this section here, which is a card. Basically, you can get this card and use the card, as they say, for paying with your crypto for other expenses if you want. I don't have this because my plan is to hold my crypto for as much as I can, but this is something you can do if you want it. And so with all these options here, that's one of the reasons I prefer the Ledger over the Trezor. If you go into the settings here, they have plenty more options versus the Trezor. And there is also an option called Recover, which allows you to recover your account in case there is an issue with your password keys. I have other videos in my channel where I show how I buy and sell and I transfer to my external wallets. So feel free to watch those for additional information. But for now, this just covers like a quick overview of the UI. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If so, please like, send me some comments and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and talk to you soon.